uh, on Mrs.Uncomfortable. I don't know, should I sit this way? Which way do I look better? Oof, fuck, I look sunburned. So the uncomfortable wife went in for see the surgeon today. Actually, you know, I'm gonna eat some of these crackers right now. There we go. These are pretty good crackers from Dollarama. Super thin though, like a credit card. So update on the wife. Seen the surgeon this morning. Everything was good. Spent a little bit more time because talked to the surgeon. I asked her more questions. The wife doesn't need antibiotics right now. Most of the infection's gone. It's just blood clots and stuff left in there. But that little contraption she has attached to her, you have to go back to my post if you want to see that device. It's a little tiny magnetic pump. It's slowly closing the wound from the inside out. So what did the doctor have to say? Another 2 more weeks of that. So we have to go back on Monday. We're gonna have that CPAC or whatever it's called. Have that replaced. It's only good for 1 week. So wife's not too happy about that, but it is what it is. And after 2 weeks of that, she's gonna go for another mammogram. Make sure that's all they seen the first time. So that'll be interesting. Next it'll be my turn to go to the fucking hospital. I really like these crackers because they come in like 4 packs. Just throw them in your backpack. Good to go. So after 2 weeks, going for another mammogram. Just make sure everything was gone. And make sure that was the only issue that was wrong with her. And yeah. Back to the hospital on Monday for replace that pump. I'm starting to get used to going to the hospital now. I don't get as shaky as I used to. I used to just shake. I don't know if it's like anxiety or what. Just something about hospitals. I fucking hate them. But again, wife's not taking any painkillers. Seems to be doing pretty good. Well, speaking of that, she just popped on. She must be on a break. So, yeah. So, no decisive answer yet. Still just waiting for that wound to close and then go from there. But, yeah, that's all I was going to do for an update right now. I think I'm going to head back to the farm and do some shit out there and get some stuff done. Amanda almost ran into somebody. But fuck, you know what? I'll sit here and have a smoke. I don't know. But besides, how's everyone else's day? Oh, there's a fucking ladybug in my hair. I had a ladybug the other day. It had no spots on it. It was fucking weird. Now get away from my keys. How's everybody today? Mine's not too bad. Got 2 jobs booked for this week. Gonna head into Brandon. I did a flooring job yesterday. Went really good. It's pretty good when you fucking leave and then the customer doesn't see the finished product because they're not there. He comes back after I had already left and has to call me and tell me what fucking good a job I did. I don't know. I don't do shitty work. I want all my work. The work I do as if I'm doing it on my house. Like the way I'd want it done. Not necessarily the way I do it at my house, but the way I'd want it done at my house. So I'm very meticulous about things. Fuck, if I could only do the work I do at other people's houses at my house. But it's like being a dishwasher. You know, you wash dishes all fucking day and then you come home. I bet you your fucking counter's just covered in dishes. But another really fucking hot day. Look at it, like I'm fucking sweating and I'm not doing anything. But I'm not complaining. I love hot weather. I'd rather be way too hot than too fucking cold. There's just nothing fucking worse than trying to fucking get warm after you've been chilled right to the bone. But everything seems to be going good. Just waiting for my turn. My turn to go to the doctor. Had some interesting news that as they had rushed a friend of ours to fucking Winnipeg for emergency surgery already. And yeah, he didn't think it was a bad issue. Fucking no problems. Didn't seem to bother him or anything at all. And then you go see the doctor, it's like, nope, emergency surgery, off to Winnipeg. Oh, wow. Well, that just ruined my fucking day. Can I just pretend there's nothing wrong with me for like another week? Or at least till payday? But yeah, you guys, if you want to see what... And this is small. The first day that they pulled stuff out of the wife, it was 5 feet long. Like a magic trick. You know, where they pull a handkerchief out of your hand. This time it was funny. When they pulled the Band-Aid off, it came out with it. So I got to like... This time it was gross. It was fucking gross. Yeah, like... Well, it was in there for a week this time. Instead of every day they swapping out the Band-Aids. This one was in there for a week. So you can just imagine what that looked like. Yeah. Iodine after a week inside somebody's body. Not pretty. But still kicking. She's at work right now. I went and helped them load the beer truck here at the hotel/bar in town. It just happened to be there. I didn't ask any money for anything. I just seen that they needed help, so I help them. That's what I do. Like, if they would have thrown me a beer or something, I probably would have taken it. But no, I'm good. Most of the time when I do stuff for people, I really don't expect anything from anybody. That's just my nature. And then people yell at you. What the fuck? You did that for nothing? I would have charged that person $100. You know how much money they have? I don't care. I treat everybody equally. If you're fucking poor, whether you're rich. I talk to everyone the same way. Doesn't matter. Should go do a sit down with Steve and Paul, and really like to get Steve to explain what happened, but he can barely remember what happened to him. He had a fan blade come off a car, or actually a hot rod dragster, and fucking hit him right in the face. Damn near fucking killed him. He's only got like a half a face. It's pretty funny though. He always takes his eyeball out and he'll leave it on the counter at the bar and be like, I'm keeping an eye on you. But really nice guy. Harmless. Absolutely harmless. He's more of a hindrance to himself than anything. But that's kind of like me. I'm probably my own worst enemy. not really too worried about people in the world. Haters, fucking people calling me names, and people who don't like me don't talk to me. That's fine. Perfect. I didn't want to talk to you in the first place. Oh, and then Buddy, who got kicked out of the Legion the other day. Yeah, I thought there was going to be more to that story. I wanted to hear both sides before I made a judgment on it. But there's one real dickhead that comes in the Legion, thinks his shit don't stink, and everyone should fucking bow to him. I ain't fucking bowing to nobody. And it's funny, he'll talk to the wife, but not talk to me. And it's funny, is he's the guy going around telling people like, oh, I'm on drugs. I don't even drink coffee. If I drink coffee, it feels like I have a fucking heart attack. Oh. I don't know. What should I do when I get back to the farm? Should I do another live? I don't know. These lives, there's way too many right now. Almost seems like they're getting out of control. And some of the people that are doing lives. Oh, speaking of which, here's fucking Daryl's brother. Wow, another fucking winner. Guy's fucking rich as fuck. Has a brand new truck and it sits in his driveway. And then he drives his rusted piece of shit around everywhere because he doesn't want to wreck his new truck. Then why buy a truck? How's she going today? Not too bad. Oh, that wasn't who I thought it was. It was Skippy. Skippy's a good guy. Big Wheat Kings fan. He'll drive to Brandon and just fucking watch. He probably has season tickets to Wheat Kings games. Yeah, it's a pretty big hockey area. Brett Kissel was here in town. He did a concert. What was that, Saturday night? He was a little late getting on stage. I kind of wanted to go, but no. Too many fucking people from town there. And too many rich muck-mucks. Anyone know what a muck-muck is? Or is that just like a Canadian thing? A muck-muck is somebody who's rich as fuck and think their shit don't stink. A muck-muck. Kind of based off a schmuck-schmuck. A schmuck-fuck. It's funny how people just come and go, see what's going on. I am a Canadian. I live in the middle of Canada, in a province called Manitoba. It's funny, in Quebec, they don't even know where fucking Manitoba is, and they live in this fucking country. And we only have so many provinces. Like, holy fuck, like, I can at least give you a general description of where fucking Nova Scotia is. Yeah, it's in the East Coast. You don't know where fucking Manitoba is? You ask a Quebecer where Manitoba is, and it's like, Alberta. Those Quebecois, they fucking hate Alberta just because they pay one tax. There's a province here that makes so much money in oil and gas, they only have to pay one tax. They have to pay the federal tax. They don't pay provincial tax. So they only pay, 7%? It's pretty cool if you're buying a car or something. But again, the cost of living there is pretty ridiculous. Like, to get a case of beer, holy shit. You're probably looking at 60... What is it? Yeah, probably about $60 for a 2-4. But you can go to, like, different places and they have it on sale, but that's the thing. Like, if you go to the main beer stores and stuff, they'll fucking hose the shit out of you. Wish they'd just hose the shit out of you with beer. If I ever won the lottery, I'm gonna get fucking all this beer all together in one spot, and I'm gonna just fire hose it. Or just fill a fucking swimming pool and I'll swim in it. And I'll drink the water. That'd be pretty wicked. I wonder if you'd be able to open your eyes underwater doing that. Clean up your garbage. Don't leave it lying around for somebody else to see. That really pisses me off. People get to a fucking parking lot and they evasively clean their car out. Or they pull over on the side of the road next to my farm and throw all their trash in the ditch, which is awesome. Thanks, you trash hounds. Fuck, 7 people. Must be that right time of day. How is everybody today? Is it raining there? Is it sunny? Is it snowing? Fuck, we had snow in, what was it, Alberta last week. Fucking snow. That fucking sucks. That means it's gonna be a fucking early winter. I don't know. I got some good jobs booked up here. Lincoln Park? Yeah, I used to when I was a kid. Yeah, I think they're going on tour again or something, or they just came out with a new album. Because Chester's still alive. I can't remember the other fella who ended up, well, he came to his own demise. But it's why we need to look at mental health more often. Lucas, what kind of special needs do you have? I have a lot of people I know with special needs. Actually, this town here is known for looking after people with special needs. Because it's such a nice, tight, small community. Pretty much everybody knows everybody. And if you don't know everybody, yeah, it doesn't take much to find them. It's one of those days. I'm just exhausted from going to the hospital this morning. Just exhausted. Had to take the wife see the surgeon again this morning. And then have to go back on Monday to see the surgeon again. And have some band-aids replaced and put some new equipment on her. But she is doing well. She is doing well. That's the important part. The stress, though, is really what fucking sucks. I really don't want to go home and cut firewood right now. But I should be, because it's starting to get cold at night. Normally that's a sign to start getting ready for winter. It's funny, you can never be prepared enough for winter. It always seems like something happens. Like, I got a fucking to-do list, like, yay long, with printing this big. Might as well have another cigarette. I might go see my buddy down the road and see what he's up to. But I'm just exhausted. The wife's not done work till 10:15, 10:30, if everything goes smoothly. Lincoln Park, fuck, that is so old, man. That's got to be over. It's got to be pushing 20 plus years. That's like Limp Bizkit days. I did it for the nookie. The nookie. Anyone seen Fred Durst lately? Holy shit. You'd never recognize that guy anymore. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is not child friendly. And yes, I smoke a lot. Ooh. I had this guy think I was from a band the other day. Stops me, he's like, "Hey, are you so-and-so?" What are you talking about? He's like, "Yeah, you're so-and-so from this band." I don't even know what band you're talking about, bud. Don't know what you're talking about there, eh? It's funny, there's this little spider on my phone right now. She's just sitting there chilling. Hey dude, you want to drag? Oh, he's like all alien-like. He's like white. Fucking crazy. I wish I could fucking get him on here. Hey, get on my finger. I want to show everyone you. Come here. No. Oh, watch, he goes and covers up the camera right now. Ooh, she's a warm one. I don't know. How's everyone? Where are y'all from? I'm from Manitoba, Canada. Canada, eh? It's what we're all about. You know, don't you know? What was that, Bobby's World? Now, Bobby, don't you know? But they were from what, Minnesota? Minnesota, Michigan. Oh no, Minnesota, North Dakota. They pretty much talk the same as us in Canada. It's funny. Oh, should do a little video and do some highlights of some Canadian content on here. But fuck, I'm just exhausted. So tired. Nope. Oh, he wants to text something, this spider. Tss, tss. Burn him with smoke. No, I don't want it to rain. Rained a little bit this morning. That's probably why it's so hot. It's just the humidity. Like, I'm not even doing anything in the sweat. It's just calming down. So, stay hydrated. And no, I don't drink water. I freaking hate drinking water. As long as it has a taste of something. If I could, I'd just drink beer all the time. Even if it was free, I'd drink non-alcoholic beer all day. Even if it was free. Best non-alcoholic beer I've ever had came from Superstore. I don't know, what would that be, like a Walgreens down... Walgreens? I guess that'd be like a Walgreens down in the States. I think. I don't know. I don't go to the States too often. And then even so, you go to the States, so you go to like North Dakota. You go to, was it, not Thunder Bay? Bismarck or Minot. Yeah, it's pretty much the same shit you get up here. There's the odd cereal and stuff, odd drink that you can't get up here. Or bag of chips. There's a lot of shit we can get up here that you guys can't get in the States. Oh. Fucking dirtied up my shirt. Cooking craft dinner over the fire for lunch. I don't know what it was. When they pulled those Band-Aids out of the wife today, whew, I got hungry. That's funny. Pretty surprised at myself I didn't fucking pass out or fucking gag or throw up when they pulled that shit out of her boob. But yeah, pretty yummy looking. Looked like a giant leech. You go back into my posts, you can check it out. Actually, it'll be under community. You go to my channel, go into community. If you go deep enough into the pictures, you'll see what came out of her. But the first day after her surgery, they pulled 5 feet of gauze. 5 feet. That I wish I could have recorded. Even the nurse is like, when does this stop? And I was like, I don't know, I didn't watch them put it in. She is a little bit sore today, the wife, because they did the bandage a little bit tighter, so now her skin can't stretch. So you kind of move a certain way, you can feel the Band-Aid stretch and pull on skin. But it's got to stay on there for a week. Well, 6 days this time, just because of the schedule of her work and the hospital schedule. So, see how that goes. And then tomorrow, I'm a taxi driver at 7 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock, and then I'm off to the big city of Brandon, Manitoba, and I'm gonna go install an exhaust fan in a bathroom for a fella. And then on Thursday, I'm going to a mini putt range to redo the golf greens on the mini putt, which I've done before. This guy calls me for everything he needs. He's got a rock climbing wall there. Runs on a hydraulic pulley system. It's pretty interesting. It's funny, no one will touch that rock climbing wall. No. Oh, that spider is here. I don't know if you can see him. Just tiny. Yeah. It was all cool when you're on my phone, but not on me, bud. Yeah, this rock climbing wall. No one will maintain it. I'm the only one with, I don't know. Wouldn't say stupidity, because I'm the only one smart enough to actually work on it. I think it's just the heights and the complexness of the system. Just it confuses people. But me and my high functioning Asperger's, I can disassemble anything with my head, like in my head, before I ever do it. But after doing that for like 10 years, it's not my first rodeo anymore. Oh yeah, there's certain things there, Buck, that'll make me hurl. Yeah, certain things. What was the last thing that almost made me throw up? Trying to think. It'd have to be a pretty good one. Oh, not having power at the farm and having to pull my dead cat out of the freezer. Yeah, and he had been thawed out for a bit. So yeah, that made me hurl. At least in my mouth a little bit. God, I've done enough. Yeah, worry about the railing later. Is it attached to the house, or is it a floating deck? I built a floating deck for a guy, and he told me he was getting a hot tub, and I told him, like, hey, this is a floating deck. Like, if I do it this way, you can't put a hot tub on there. He's like, no, it'll be on the ground, and then I'll build another section of deck around it. This stupid guy puts his hot tub on the deck. The whole patio, because it's floating, not attached to the house. The whole deck went like this, and it took out the soffit and fascia on the side of his house. That was pretty funny. He didn't even get it halfway full of water before it flipped the whole deck. Yeah, that was pretty funny. On posts, okay. Yeah, so it's floating. Yeah, there's certain stuff they'll let you get away with up here. But, yeah, don't use deck screws to mount it to the house. That's a big faux pas. That means it's a bad no-no. Built a cabin for a guy over the side of a hill. And the deck was 12 feet off, no, 14 feet off the ground. Guy installed the deck himself. He used deck screws. Well, a building inspector came in with a crowbar, seen the deck screws, went up to the patio door, opened the patio door, stuck the crowbar in, boom, whole fucking deck came down. Well, now you gotta start from scratch there, bud. You should have just let us build it. And it would have been done a lot quicker. And it would have taken just as many beers. Actually, probably taken less beers. But, yeah. Wow, this beautiful day right now. Just a little bit of a breeze to keep everything chilled out. Please tell me you didn't use that plastic decking material. I hate that stuff. In the wintertime, it's the worst. Well, I guess, Buck, you don't have to worry. You're down in Florida. But up here in Canada, people using that plastic synthetic decking, it's expensive. Just one 16-foot board will cost you almost $80, if not more. Yeah, $80 for a 16-footer, if not more. Last time I checked. But in the wintertime, Yeah, it's a fucking nightmare. If you have stairs on that deck or you come out of your house, it's just glare ice. You can't get traction. People think it's a good idea to use that decking, composite decking for like around a hot tub and stuff. Yeah, get out of that hot tub in the wintertime. You want to do the splits into the snow and blow your hymen? Yeah, that's a good way to go right there. Yeah, fucking composite shit's garbage. Okay. We have boards up here. Fuck, what do we call them? They're specifically for decking. Oh, there goes Dawn. I want to talk to her. Fuck. Yeah, what are those boards called? They're not called number twos. And you know what's funny? Our number ones are now called number twos. We don't have such thing as number ones. All our number one lumber goes down in the States, and then they sell it back to us. They take all the good stuff out of the piles, restack it, and then ship it back to Canada and sell it as number twos. The joys of free trade. That free trade agreement just totally screwed this fucking country. We sell everything to another country, another foreign country, and then they sell it back to us, fucking double the cost. Same with our fuel. Why are we worried about the Saudis? Why do we care about what their price of oil is? You know, we can produce enough oil here in Canada to last us fucking, I don't know, thousands of years. Just doesn't make any sense. Well, and then those synthetic boards, they expand and contract a lot more than you think they do. That's why you don't screw them in. They use those hanger or the they're like hidden clips. You put a board in, then you put a clip in that holds the board down, shaped like a Z. So you put that down, you screw it down, so you don't see screw holes in your composite. But another reason why they do that hanger system like that is to allow expansion and contraction of those synthetic boards. When it gets like hot like this, and then tonight it'll get down to what, it's like 28-30 degrees here right now, and it's going to drop down to 10. Oh yeah, you're going to start popping screws, even popping screws right now from everything expanding. Never a big fan of that shit, and way overpriced for what it is. And what's funny is the foundation where you put the synthetic boards is all real wood. And people say, oh, my deck won't rot out as quickly. Well, it's still gonna rot out as quickly. You got to remember what's holding all that shit up. Oh, and I hope you end coated everything. Don't forget to end coat. That'll save you a lot of time. Fuck, I've been eating chocolate lately. I don't normally eat chocolate, but I'm breaking out in pimples all over my body. Just from chocolate. I don't know why my body reacts to chocolate like that. It's almost like, well, must be an allergy. At least I don't get itchy. Oh, where are you off to next, Buck? Yeah, isn't that funny? Yeah, orange juice, yeah. Yeah, it's fresh orange juice. Was it this year? BC had a bad year for crop. No oranges, no peaches, no cherries, no apples. So everything's coming up from Mexico. Good old Mexico. Even here was a bad growing season. My garden didn't do shit. The only thing I got growing right now is snow peas and snow peas. I can't even say my tomatoes are doing anything. Snow peas and carrots. Only thing that's, oh, potatoes. But The potatoes I got, they'll fucking grow in anything. I get them from the Hutterites, and they're treated with a hormone so the potato bugs don't come and get them. Not once have I had a potato bug getting my potato seeds from the Hutterites. Oh, and if you don't know what a Hutterite is, Hutterite's like an Amish, but they can use power. They use power, quads, side-by-sides. I would like to do a tour of Cool Springs Colony here. They got a laser cutter that's 2 stories tall, and I think it holds up to 24 sheets of steel ready to be cut. And load up the sheets, set it, forget it, loads itself, and just walk away, and you come back in the morning, everything's cut. Before, they used to have an alarm set up because they only had a 2-rack system. So after 2 racks would go through, alarm would go off in one of the Hutterites' houses, and he'd get up and go reset, reload the laser cutter, and then back to bed and have a nap. Yeah, that'll work too. Oh, I'll be right back. The wife is calling. Okay, this is funny. In Winnipeg, 2 hours from here, they just opened a Krispy Kreme donut. Krispy Kreme. Mine went and left me some Krispy Kremes next door. So let's go get that Krispy Kreme. I want to see what everyone's craving about. I know in Quebec there was a Krispy Kreme, and I don't know. I know everyone says it gives you acid reflux. Oh, let's go see what this Krispy Kreme's all about. Food review time. Unscheduled food review. Put my block away. Oh, wonderful. I gotta try it. No, I really don't care. I normally stick with the foods that I know taste good. Because every time I try something new, I'm always super disappointed. Always disappointed. It's a shame that the Chinese restaurant pissed me off here. Ugh. Thank you.
Yep. These are on sale. You got your ice cream? Okay, sure.
It's funny here, everyone holds the door open for you. Doesn't matter who you are. They'll be like halfway across the parking lot and they'll hold the door open for you. And then you start walking slower and make them look like a retard. Oh, so they gotta be fresh, eh? Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. But what kind of oil do they use? They must use shortening. I think Krispy Kremes are using shortening. I know some places use peanut oil until peanut oil to make donuts. There was a donut shop one of my exes worked at. It was all peanut oil. Some of the best donuts ever. Even Chinese food, if you want a good egg roll, has to be cooked in shortening. And then you take the shortening from cooking the egg rolls, the deep fryer oil, and then you mix it with your gravy. That's how the Chinese make that almond chicken with gravy, breaded almond chicken. That's how they make it so good. They put that deep fryer oil in there. I save my bacon grease every time and I use it as seasoning in my food. Okay, I want to know where my donut is. She's busy right now. Working. I work tomorrow. Go do an exhaust fan, and then Thursday Thursday is golf greens at the mini putt. Holy crap, my phone is on fire right now doing this live. Waiting here patiently for my donut. What, my donut? Oh, that's why I couldn't see it. Okay.
They aren't as good as I remember them.
What did you say?
They aren't as good as I remember them.
I hope you guys heard that.
I
Yeah.
have to agree with the
Food review, Krispy Kreme. Not as soft as I thought it was gonna be. Definitely better than Tim Hortons. That's the only thing I can say.
But they aren't fresh.
I know, that's another. When did she get these?
Yesterday.
Oh, they're day old. That's probably why she gave them to us. They're day old.
No, she got first Stacy. All right. I expected a lot better, but oh well.
They're better than Tim Hortons, though. Like, this is compared to, like, Robin's Donuts.
I think they need to change their greases or we can taste the grease on it.
Yeah, you can taste the oil a little bit. Do you guys have Robin's Donuts in the States? Or is that just a Canadian thing? I can already feel the acid reflux. So donut review, Krispy Kreme. 7 out of 10.
She had ones with fondant on them, but I said no.
Fondant? I hate fondant. That's
Could you
an
imagine yesterday when they were fresh?
Buck just said. Krispy Kreme donuts are the best right out of the oil. You gotta have them fresh.
We used to go to Estevan when we lived in Saskatchewan, to Tim Hortons, and outside on their bulletin board sign, it flashed when they had fresh out of the fryer apple fritters.
Have to let everyone know.
We'll have to go to
I thought that's when all the
Sarah's.
cops went, is they just called them. You see the cops with their lights on going straight to the donut shop. It's just pulling on the skin. You want to take a look at your picture again? Hey Buck, go into my community and take a look. You got to scroll through the pictures though. That's what they pulled out of her day. I watched this time. Didn't mean to watch, but yeah. Krispy Kreme, not so bad.
Pulled up to get gas, and she's like showing me her container with donuts in it.
Dawn? Was she just hoarding them in her truck or what?
No, she brought in for me and you. And
Steak.
She brought in one for Stacy and one for Venice.
Not one for Verna? Verna didn't get one? Oh. Ooh, nice and cool in here. I'm not sweating now. Getting a little bit of the sun down though. You think this one side of my face would be more burnt? I'm always driving on this side. I don't have a trucker tan. Hey Buck, one day I want to see your other arm. I want to see your trucking arm. But yeah, I think I.
One on the 17th. Zoe's gonna talk to Nikki and Donna because Donna's off that day, so Donna's gonna take my shift. But she's hoping that Nikki will take it 10 to 6 because it's the fuel thing we're drinking here.
Mm-hmm. The fuel days.
2:15 to.
So you switched?
Not quite. She has to talk to me.
Oh, okay.
Or you just staying in town?
No, I'm gonna head back to the farm and do some stuff.
A load of laundry.
Well, how am I gonna do a load of laundry? I should have came and done it at Gary's. But, okay. Well.
Yeah, I was like, in case of the grease stuff.
Yeah, I know it's really greasy, eh? You really taste the oil.
It was good.
It was good. Just a 7 out of 10. It was no 10 out of 10. Okay, I'll see you later. Oh. Yep. See, everyone holds the door open for everyone. Like, how many communities where people do that? Even if they don't like you, they'll hold the fucking door open for you. Ooh, fuck, it was nice and cool in there. I should have seen if I could go sit in the cooler for a few minutes. Fuck, when I gambled, speaking of coolers, cooler when you're gambling is a person sent in to bring bad luck upon somebody who's winning. Me, I used to sucker people to the table so they'd spend money. And I slowly get paid for it. Well, a casino can't pay you out front to do that. They just pay you through winnings. I'd always give people chips out of my own pocket to get them playing. And they'd win the first time. Pay me back my $5 in chips. And then now their wallet opens. And they spend more money at the casino. But during COVID, that kind of killed everything off. Everyone kind of quit. They turned all the dealer tables into robotic tables. Why do I want to stare at a screen at a casino? I could go at home and stare at a fucking screen right here. I could gamble on my phone. I like the people. I like talking to people at the roulette wheel. There was one pit boss there at the casino. Didn't like me too much. But I was the one bringing people to the tables. And I was getting people to open their wallets. And then meanwhile, he'd have underground games at this casino has private cabins. One has a roulette wheel, one has a poker table, one has a blackjack table, and he would have these private games out there. And I don't know why, just trying to be a big shot. But yeah, I wonder what he's doing now. Nothing. Oh yeah, that Krispy Kreme. Not sitting right. Thank God I took 2 T3s last night. I'm all bunged up. Haven't had T3s in probably like 7 years. I didn't even get a buzz. I ate 2 of them. Kind of open for like a little buzz. Got a little itchy from the codeine. That was about it. Had a really good sleep though. I don't condone taking T3s to sleep though, because it's just gonna create a dependency. And with a fucking opiate crisis and stuff going on, I got a couple oxymorphones, but I know those are legit because I got those from a guy who died of cancer. The ones you can't abuse. Those ones will mess you up for 2 days. You have to break them in half, or take a whole one, you could possibly die. What is it, 100 times stronger than 100 milligram morphine? I used to bust them into quarters when I had migraines. Oh, here, knock on wood. Yeah, I haven't had a migraine in a while. Hey, Kenny.
Hey.
How's it going today?
You bet you.
Just trying to deal with the heat.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah. Kenny Coconut. So funny. I could probably sit here all day. People walk by and be like, hey, hey, hey. The joys of... I wonder what the population of this town is. I don't know, maybe 15,000, maybe? And compared to like Rock in the Fields, where there's like 50 to 60,000 people here. But not all at once. That's coming and going. Some people only stay at the Rock Fest for one day and then take off, or stick around for just their bands. Whew. Yeah, sitting in this sun. Oh, there goes Cool Springs. Cool Springs hauling pigs. It's one of the things they Yeah, Cool Springs, the place with that laser cutter. They have military contracts for the states. They're one of the only facilities that has the equipment for cutting materials to make armored vehicles, tanks, Humvees, shit like that. And what's funny is they just get this blueprint and just get the machine to cut them, and then ship them out. They don't tell them like anything about the parts. But if you're smart enough, you can put the puzzle piece together. Oh. But Hutterites, they don't pay attention to wars or anything like that. They keep to themselves. It's almost nice, you know, living on a community where you're all self-sufficient. You don't have to worry about the world around you. You have a community that, you know, that gathers every day together, you know, in prayer and worship, and I don't know. I have lots of respect for Hutterites and stuff like that. Hutterites in Alberta are a little bit different. A little bit different. In the East Coast, they have something like a Hutterite, but what are they called? I think it starts with G. I was talking about them with a buddy the other day. Fuck, I can't remember the name. But they're a little bit different. They're way different than a Hutterite. Still German descent. The Hutterites here, they speak Low German, which is a grade 9 education German. It's like the most basic German you could learn. They all kind of talk like this, you know. Whereabouts are you from? You're a good lad. And if you have a beard, it's so funny. Where's your wife? Where's your wife? I don't have a wife. There, I was just asking because you have a beard. Oh, they're all pretty good. I got 3 colonies around me that all pretty good. I'm always welcome on the colonies, which is kind of unusual because there's not a lot of people that they allow onto the colony. And that's kind of funny coming from me. They'll let me on the colony. Maybe they just want my seed because of this fucking blonde hair and nice green eyes. Actually, I think my eyes are blue today. And if people say your eyes don't change color, fuck you, they do. My eyes go from blue to green. Yes, your eyes do change color. Sometimes they're like a gray. Blue, gray to green. They'll go to a tortoiseshell to a dark gray green. And I don't know. I've never really looked it up why my eyes change color. I notice it's more through the seasons, like summertime. Summertime, my eyes are green. Yeah, summertime, my eyes are green. And then in the wintertime, my eyes start turning blue. But, fuck. Well, you guys seen the wife? She's doing okay. She said she was a little sore, but that's just because of the way that pump is hooked up to her right now. The way they bandaged everything, they stretched the Band-Aid to the point where her skin can't stretch or flex around now. It kind of constantly getting pulled by a big patch of a Band-Aid. But almost done with that. I'll have one more smoke and then head out to the farm. I think I might go charge my phone in the bar there for a few minutes. Considering we don't have power out at the farm, I gotta be very careful about what I do. I do have an emergency battery pack, but that is specifically for batteries or emergencies. I keep an eye on it to make sure that we still can charge stuff. Every once in a while I gotta check it and bring it in or hook it up to the generator just to top it up. Nothing worse than having a battery pack that says it's full and then you plug something into it and it's like dead. And it didn't even charge anything. Oh yeah, that Krispy Kreme. Yes, it tasted good. I gave it a 7 out of 10. It was good, but the repercussions. I can already feel my stomach just starting to turn from acid reflux. Oh, I didn't see any people I knew at the hospital today. But it's funny when I go to the hospital, the amount of people I fucking know there too. Whether they're working or just passing through. And then when you go to a hospital, you can't really say, hello, how are you? Well, you're at a fucking hospital. If you're here, it's probably not for some good reason. You know, like, it's like almost going to a funeral. And like, you go, hi, how's it going? No, it's somewhere like, that's it. Don't smile, no nothing. Just acknowledge them and then on your way. You as well, Kenny. Oh, poor old Kenny. Yeah, guy jumped him the other day, a couple weeks ago. Beat him up for no reason. Well, beat him up because he's a weak link. This guy who beat him up just goes around and finds the weakest link and just attacks them. Because he thinks he's a big man beating up people fucking who aren't capable of looking after themselves. It's funny, one day he said something to me and I was like, really? It's amazing how fast he went the other direction. And I'm not a big guy. But don't fucking talk shit to me and you don't fucking threaten me with nothing. Because I will fuck your shit up. I may not fuck your shit up now. I'll wait for the right opportunity. And I'll fuck your shit up without you even knowing what happened to you. Maybe give you a hot shot or something. It's amazing how easily you can fuck with people when they're drug addicts. You know, who's to say, you know, some fentanyl didn't get in his stash. Or some arsenic, cyanide. And it's relatively easy to make cyanide. Or is it arsenic? Cyanide or arsenic? I think it's arsenic. What's in apple seeds? I'm not going to tell you how to do it, but it's pretty fucking easy. It's basic chemistry. But you want the freshest apples you can get, keep the seeds. And then you can extract that poison. You don't need much. Not that I'm a chemist, but I was really good in chemistry in school. I had my fair share of making drugs. I did a batch of MBDB. It's almost the same as ecstasy, but the molecular structure is a little different. And what's funny is I was making something else and all I had was an aluminum pot that I wanted to wreck. And I should have did a little bit more research, but the aluminum pot actually reacted with the chemical solution I had, and it came up with MBDB. If I would have done it anywhere else, if I would have done it differently, it would have been like biker speed, white crosses or beans. But just that aluminum reacted with the solution. I would like getting into making fucking pills again. Mostly I do it for myself. I wouldn't trust giving it to somebody else. Yeah, chemistry. It's a joy. But can't really do that without power. Just kidding. It's amazing what you can see guys do in the middle of fucking nowhere with just a fucking camper. And not a very big camper, like even a pop-up trailer. There was a guy about 45 minutes south of here, he used to make ecstasy. And I mean like ecstasy, like tablets, the colored ones. And the color sequence on ecstasy is actually telling you what else is mixed with the MDMA. MDMA, if it's ever just in pure form, it's either beige or white. Kind of smells like licorice too. That's another way you can tell. But nowadays you can't fucking trust drugs. See, I'd rather make my own drugs than fucking go and buy them off the street. Everything's fucking laced with everything. I got a supply of drugs from fucking 90s. Figure that one out, eh? I still got sunshine. Fuck, I don't know anyone who's seen sunshine in the last fucking 10 years. But I only take drugs as a therapeutic thing. I don't do it as for fun. You having like a bad week or something, or just things don't seem to want to roll your way and your mind just stuck in a rut. Ecstasy and LSD, even mushrooms can kind of release that cycle in your brain to make you think clearly again. Nothing better than tripping balls and then coming out of it and realizing, shit ain't so bad. But I've been on here for an hour. I only want to do short, but wife asked me to come grab that Krispy Kreme and try it. But I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna head out to the farm and do some stuff. But everyone, have a great week. I'd say try and stay healthy, but there's no such thing as trying to stay healthy. Some of the most healthy people I know are some of the sickest people I know. It's funny, people the healthiest, like, don't drink, don't smoke, blah, blah, blah. Those are the people that die first. I'm sorry. See those smokers, those drinkers out there? They fucking live forever. Yeah, because assholes live forever. But I'm out of here. Everyone have a wonderful rest of your week. Try and do something positive. Don't go out of your way, but help somebody in their car with groceries. You see somebody with a flat tire on the side of the road. I don't know. You see somebody having problems with anything. Ask them if they need help or anything. Just try and be a better person. So that's it for now. Everyone, peace out. Have a lovely week.